Yo, MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of Road to MotoGP. We are heading for the test session in Spain, Jerez. In the previous race we had a decent result. Now we are going for the second season test. And for this test I will concentrate on the framework, so we want to work on the stability and the handling to increase those points of the bike, because I really had a struggle with the stability, a struggle with the handling, and hopefully we can increase it, improve it, and set much better results. So after two test rides with Spec A and Spec B, Spec A seems to be a bit better, more stability, more handling, more controlled fuel delivery, and more engine power. So we are going for Spec A. The handling was much better for this bike, and I felt more confident on the Spec A than on the Spec B. So we have a new challenge against our teammate Miguel Oliveira. We have to finish in front of him in the standings within two Grand Prix. So first off is the France Grand Prix in Le Mans, and the second one will be in Barcelona, Spain. But first on the agenda is the free practice sessions, which are wet ones. And luckily we have dry weather sprint and dry weather race. I'll be seeing you back at the qualifying results.
MotoGP qualifying sessions end here with Jorge Martin in pole position. All we can do for now is say goodbye and see you at the race.
So we finished in P7, came all the way from Q1, and in Q2 we managed to set the 7th fastest time of the qualifying session. So let's head out for the sprint race.
When eyes are fixed on the first turn and the riders are going over the circuit. Another great pole. Martin will start from top spot. A few moments more and we'll see the race.
So Martin starts from pole, Bagnaia from second, and Brad Binder from third. We're starting from P7. We rev the engine up, 10 red lights, and we are on the way. A little bit of sluggish start again, a slow start, and we drop it down a lot of positions. Currently at P15, going slowly into turn 3. It can be very dangerous with a lot of riders bumping into each other, pushing each other. It's elbows out here in the French GP. And it's a very tricky job to make our way through the field, make our way up through the field. Now it's 4 wide going into turn 8, go around the outside. We try it around the outside, but Morbidelli closes the door, so we have to try again. Can we outbrake them? Try to outbrake Morbidelli. It worked, but now we have a really bad exit coming out of the chicane, and we lose a position to Marc Marquez. Now we take a very tight line. Now we are on the outside of Marquez. It's a great overtaking move. And we are right at the back of Morbidelli again. Can we pass him in the turn 1? Yes, we can. We have to brake very hard, going a bit wide. No trick limit, fortunately. But we cleared Morbidelli and we are hunting for Di Gianantonio. We go wide in turn 6. We're heading for the penultimate lap. Monjaya is leading the race. Just set the fastest lap time of 1:33.093. We try to execute the overtake. It's a bit of an aggressive move on the Gian Antonio, but we have P13 in the pocket. Ooh, and this is a nasty crash. Our front locked, and we just lost full control over the bike, and then it was over. Now I have to start all from the back in P22 with just 1.5 more lap to go. So it was a very nasty crash. My front locked. So all the hard work for nothing. No points. But before I crashed, I was already out of the points. But this one feels more heavy, more heavier than when I would finish in P13. Maybe I can still save the race for myself by finishing in front of one of those riders in front. Luckily no track limit. Again we have the... Ooh, we hit Nakagami. Let me go in. Try to make a move on Marini, it worked. Going deep into the chicane, and we are behind Joamir in turn 11. Our speed is much greater. Here goes a bit wide, pushes us wide. Oh, what a great move on Joamir, and we claim P19, but maybe that was the best part of the sprint race.
Let's take a look at the final results of this race.
So maybe that was the brightest part of the sprint race, the overtake on Joamir, but the crash overshadows our sprint race. So out of the points, didn't score any point. Maybe we can make up to it in the main race. Okay, 10 red lights, we rev the engine up and we are on the way. With another not so great start. Slightly better than the one we had in the sprint race. Well, we get pushed by Alex Marquez. And that puts us under investigation. Getting the feeling we're getting sandwiched by all the other riders. The inside line of Alex Rins. And also on the inside of Marc Marquez. We bump into Jack Miller, but we overtake him as well. Great move. Just overtook 3 riders in one corner. And now we are right behind Di Gianantonio, who brakes very early. We got forced us in making contact with him. And now we are under investigation. But as of now, we are in P9. There we have it. Our first warning of the race for the contact we had with Gian Antonio. Hard braking for turn 3. A bit into hot. We lose all momentum as Gian Antonio just pushed us wide. Vinales going very slow on the factory Aprilia. Our teammate is in front of him. Oh, going very wide. Had to perform an evasive action, or else I would crashed into Vinales' back. So that pushed us wide. We are slowly closing them down. So it was a horrible turn in. Oh, there's a track limit. Another track limit. Second warning of the race. We're getting really close to Vinales. And there's someone in front of them who's slowing them down. I think it's one of the, looks like one of the KTM, or it could be Pedro Acosta. Not sure who it is, but it gives us the opportunity to close them down and put a lot of pressure on Vinales. Ooh. And we make a great move on Vinales. We needed some track limit to perform it, but nevertheless we executed it perfectly. It's the other factory Aprilia rider, Bastianini, who's in front of Oliveira as we go very right into turn 7. But it's Bastianini who's holding up our teammate. Oh, tried around the outside, but Oliveira closes the door. But now we have a much better exit. Heading for the chicane. Aggressive move on Bastianini, but we make it stick. We are in P6. Our best result so far in the main race. As in, I think it was in Jerez where we also finished in P6. Fabio Quartararo seemed to be too far. We're in the final lap. And our pace is great. Look at the lap time we just set. 1:32.2. So our pace is the strongest at this moment. And we're closing them in. We have 3 warnings, however, so you have to be a bit careful not to get another warning. Oh, that's another track limit. And this is our final one, just one more, and we will have a time penalty. Ooh, careful. Don't want to make any contact with Quartararo, which can result in a warning, which means a time penalty, as we are in the final lap. We will settle with P6, which is an excellent result here in Le Mans. Great job.
While we wait for the cameras to take us to the Parc Fermé to meet the stars of the race, let's take a quick look at the final MotoGP standings.
So Martin wins the race, Espargaro finishing second and Bagnaia finishing in third. We finished in front of our teammate Oliveira and in front of the factory Aprilia, so that's a great result. We moved up to the 9th place in the Riders' Championship. So we are in the top 10, which was my goal, which is my goal for this season. Finishing in the top 10. Maybe we can make it to the top 6 or 7, I think. It's a pity we crashed in the sprint race. I think we could have finished in P10 or maybe P11. However, that would result in no points. Resulted in no points, so that doesn't really matter anyway. Yeah, so it was a great race in the French Grand Prix, and the next one will be in Barcelona, one of my favorite tracks. A very daring track, but one where I'm usually pretty fast on. So I'm very curious what result we can, or what performance we can take to Barcelona. But that will be for the next episode. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. It's very important. Leave a like if you see this video. And I will be seeing you. See ya! Which will be in Barcelona.